To do a fight scene properly, you need to really train for it and be prepared for it. And for this movie, I trained with the guys for 2.5 months. So when we did the very first fight sequence, my whole body was ready for it. Mentally and physically, I was ready for it. And it was really thrilling to be able to actually do it after you've been trained for 2.5 months, to finally get to do it in front of the camera and see that it turns out well. That's the satisfaction.
I think you could boil it down to, the story of two people who, for different reasons, really wanted to choose each other, but things got in the way. I also think that this film is about, the reality that opposites attract. You're watching two people who don't necessarily make sense together, and yet they make perfect sense.
My Ariana DeBose, I love her. I love Ariana. I met her during the height of the award season for our movie Everything Everywhere All at Once. And she was very supportive, and she was rooting for me. She was very kind and very friendly. And I will never forget, on the night of the Oscar, when she came out and she was holding the Best Supporting Actor envelope. And she opened it and announced the Oscar goes to, and she said my name with such emotion. I loved her. I love her from that moment on, and I will love her for the rest of my life. So, and when her name was first mentioned for the role of Rose, I told Guy, our producer, I said, can you please make that happen? Please do whatever you need to for her to say yes.
All right. Nice. Yeah.
So happy. Couldn't be happier. Part of the reason I wanted to work on this movie was because they were like, oh, it's a star vehicle for Huy Quan, and I was like, great, sign me up. I had the privilege of presenting him with his Oscar the night that he won, and I watched him through that campaign season, because it is a campaign, let's just be real. But he walked through it with such joy and such care, and he was so supportive to the people around him. It was a really beautiful thing to watch. It told me a lot about the person that he is, and so getting the opportunity to work with him on set, he could not be a more generous, protective, loving scene partner. But it wasn't a stretch to, fall in love with Key on screen, not at all. I'm like, ooh, Mr. Quan, he's charming. Oh, come on, he's got more charm in his little finger than most people have in their whole body.